When installing LED rope lights in a shallow cove, several proper methods exist to safely and effectively bring power to the lights. The key is to maintain both functionality and aesthetics, given the limited space and the desire to keep wiring hidden. Firstly, consider using dry connect splice connectors. These waterproof, low-profile connectors are designed specifically for LED rope lights. They seal the splices against moisture, which is crucial in environments where humidity or condensation might be a concern. Furthermore, they are typically small enough to be concealed within the cove itself, minimizing visibility. Secondly, investigate the possibility of using slim, snap-fit junction boxes. These junction boxes are designed to mount directly onto the surface of the cove and blend in with the crown molding. They are available in various colors to match the decor, further enhancing their ability to remain inconspicuous. These boxes provide a secure enclosure for the splices, ensuring that all electrical connections are properly contained and protected, while maintaining the overall aesthetic appeal of the cove lighting. Thirdly, if a junction box is necessary outside of the cove itself, opt for a waterproof junction box. This type of box should be mounted above or below the cove in a location that minimizes its visual impact. Ensure that the box is adequately sized to accommodate all necessary splices and connections. After installation, seal the box thoroughly with silicone or caulk to prevent any moisture penetration, ensuring long-term reliability and safety. Fourthly, consider using inline power supplies. These power supplies can be placed within the cove near the rope light, eliminating the need for a separate junction box altogether. Inline power supplies offer a convenient and streamlined way to power the LED rope light, and they can be sealed inside the cove for additional protection against moisture. When implementing these methods, several key considerations and tips are essential for a successful installation. Plan the route of the rope light carefully. This will minimize the number of splices required and reduce the overall wire length needed. Reducing splices not only simplifies the installation process but also decreases potential points of failure in the electrical system. Opt for high-quality LED rope light and accessories specifically designed for use in shallow coves. These products are often engineered to be more flexible and easier to conceal, providing a better overall appearance. Secure the rope light in place using adhesive or clips. This will prevent sagging and ensure that the light remains evenly distributed along the length of the cove. Proper securing is essential for maintaining the aesthetic appeal of the lighting and preventing potential hazards. Always test the rope light before permanently securing it. This allows you to verify that all connections are properly made and that the light is functioning correctly before you complete the installation. It can save considerable time and effort by identifying and addressing any issues early on. Adhere strictly to all applicable electrical codes and manufacturer's instructions for safe installation. This is crucial for preventing electrical hazards and ensuring that the installation meets all regulatory requirements. Electrical codes are in place to protect individuals and property from potential harm, so it is essential to follow them meticulously. More detailed considerations include wire selection, grounding, and overcurrent protection. Select wires that are appropriately sized for the amperage draw of the LED rope light. Refer to the National Electrical Code, specifically Table 310.15b16, to determine the correct wire gauge based on the ampacity requirements. Using undersized wires can lead to overheating and potentially cause a fire hazard. Ensure that the electrical circuit supplying power to the rope light is properly grounded. Grounding provides a safe path for fault current to flow, helping to prevent electrical shock. Check that all grounding connections are secure and in compliance with local electrical codes. Install appropriate overcurrent protection, such as a circuit breaker or fuse, on the circuit supplying power to the rope light. The overcurrent protection device should be sized to protect the wiring and the LED rope light from overloads and short circuits. Refer to NEC Section 240 for guidance on selecting the correct overcurrent protection device. Consider the ambient temperature within the cove. High temperatures can affect the performance and lifespan of the LED rope light and the power supply. Ensure that there is adequate ventilation within the cove to prevent overheating. If necessary, choose components that are rated for higher temperatures. Pay attention to the voltage requirements of the LED rope light. Ensure that the power supply provides the correct voltage and is compatible with the rope light. Using the wrong voltage can damage the rope light and create a safety hazard. Check the ingress protection, or IP, rating of all components used within the Cove. The IP rating indicates the level of protection against dust and moisture. Choose components with an appropriate IP rating for the environment in which they will be used. For example, if the Cove is located in a damp or humid environment, choose components with a higher IP rating to ensure they are adequately protected. Document all wiring connections and the layout of the LED rope light installation. This will make it easier to troubleshoot any problems that may arise in the future and simplify any future modifications or repairs. Maintain a detailed record of all components used, their specifications, and the date of installation. Periodically inspect the LED rope light installation to ensure that all components are in good condition and functioning properly. Look for any signs of damage, such as cracked wires, loose connections, or water damage. Address any issues promptly to prevent further damage or safety hazards. Be aware of the specific requirements and restrictions related to lighting installations in your local jurisdiction. Local building codes may have additional requirements that must be followed. Consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the electrical installation. A professional electrician can ensure that the installation is safe, code compliant, and properly executed. When using dry connect splice connectors, ensure that they are properly installed and sealed. Follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully to ensure a secure and watertight connection. Use a crimping tool specifically designed for the type of connector being used. Inspect the connection visually to ensure that the wires are properly seated and that the connector is fully crimped. When using snap-fit junction boxes, choose a box that is appropriately sized for the number of wires and connections being made. The box should provide adequate space for all wiring and allow for easy access for future maintenance or repairs. Secure the junction box to the Cove using appropriate fasteners such as screws or adhesive. Ensure that the box is mounted securely and that it will not move or vibrate over time. When using a waterproof junction box outside of the Cove, choose a box that is rated for outdoor use. The box should be made of a durable material that is resistant to weather and corrosion. Ensure that the box is properly sealed to prevent water from entering. Use a waterproof sealant around any openings in the box, such as where wires enter or exit. When using inline power supplies, choose a power supply that is compatible with the LED rope light being used. A power supply should provide the correct voltage and current for the rope light. Ensure that the power supply is properly sized to handle the load of the rope light. The power supply should have sufficient capacity to power the entire length of rope light being installed. Consider the color temperature of the LED rope light. Color temperature is measured in Kelvin, and it affects the overall appearance of the light. Choose a color temperature that is appropriate for the application. For example, warm white light around 2700 to 3000 Kelvin is often used for ambient lighting, while cool white light around 4000 to 5000 Kelvin is often used for task lighting. Consider the brightness of the LED rope light. Brightness is measured in lumens, and it affects the overall amount of light produced. Choose a brightness that is appropriate for the application. For example, low brightness rope light is often used for accent lighting, while high brightness rope light is often used for general illumination. Consider the beam angle of the LED rope light. Beam angle refers to the angle at which the light is emitted from the rope light. Choose a beam angle that is appropriate for the application. For example, narrow beam angles are often used for spotlighting, while wide beam angles are often used for floodlighting. Consider the dimming capabilities of the LED rope light. Some LED rope lights can be dimmed, while others cannot. If dimming is desired, choose a rope light and power supply that are compatible with dimming systems. Use a dimmer switch that is specifically designed for use with LED lighting. When installing the LED rope light, avoid bending it too sharply. Sharp bends can damage the rope light and reduce its lifespan. Use gentle curves when routing the rope light around corners or obstacles. Secure the rope light at regular intervals to prevent sagging. Use clips or adhesive that are specifically designed for use with LED rope lights. Avoid using metal staples or nails, as these can damage the rope light. When connecting multiple sections of LED rope light, ensure that the connections are properly made and sealed. Use connectors that are specifically designed for use with LED rope lights. Follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully to ensure a secure and watertight connection. Avoid overloading the electrical circuit. Ensure that the total load of all devices connected to the circuit does not exceed the circuit's capacity. If necessary, install a separate circuit for the LED rope light. Be aware of the potential for electromagnetic interference or EMI from the LED rope light. EMI can interfere with other electronic devices in the area. If EMI is a concern, choose an LED rope light and power supply that are designed to minimize EMI. Consider using shielded cables and filters to further reduce EMI. Consider the energy efficiency of the LED rope light. LED lighting is generally more energy efficient than traditional incandescent lighting. Choose an LED rope light with a high energy efficiency rating to minimize energy consumption and reduce electricity bills. Consider the lifespan of the LED rope light. LED lighting generally has a longer lifespan than traditional incandescent lighting. Choose an LED rope light with a long lifespan to reduce the frequency of replacements. Consider the environmental impact of the LED rope light. LED lighting is generally more environmentally friendly than traditional incandescent lighting. Choose an LED rope light that is made from recyclable materials and that does not contain any hazardous substances. Always disconnect the power supply before performing any maintenance or repairs on the LED rope light installation. This will prevent electrical shock and ensure your safety. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, consult with a qualified electrician. When disposing of the LED rope light, follow all local regulations for electronic waste disposal. Many municipalities have specific programs for recycling electronic waste. By following these detailed considerations and tips, you can ensure a safe, effective, and aesthetically pleasing LED rope light installation in your shallow cove.